get back. Yeah, but I felt, you know, this seems more reasonable. And this is Banjo-Kazooie, of course, but you can kind of sense that it's a little bit borderline Banjo-Tooie with like sort of more bigger scale. In fact, let me quickly finish up the path, I guess, and then I can actually play test it and show you guys. If you guys have any questions or anything on Banjo-Kazooie or anything like that, because you know I'm into that, feel free to ask, and especially about game design in general, because that's my passion. So ask whatever you want. Let me turn on edges again so I can actually see. So here are the actual polygons, and I might want to just relocate this canopy so I can actually see. I might want to do that. Okay, I'm gonna have to fly far out. Actually, yeah. When I was playtesting, it was like, this was like perfect scale, but then, you know, if you're thinking you can barely flip-flap, or whatever it's called, this distance, flappery, whatever, to jump here, you know, you're not gonna have enough space there. The music is just from this, this playlist right here, and then I press this button and turn on shuffle. So that's random because I don't want it in order. So it's just, it's purely original music. Though I have composed a song for this level that I think is pretty good, but I don't know if I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna use it. Light blue color of the walkway. Oh, like I said, this is just a hole, because essentially, yeah. Okay, so faded textures. Let me show you how this works. So you have the main polygon that's like this, right? And that's gonna have this on it, right? Just for demonstration purposes, I'm assuming you guys can hear me while I'm talking, because that'd be nice. So just to confirm, tell me if you can't hear me. So you have this right here, and then just for testing purposes, I'm gonna change the translucency to be faded. Then I'm going to make another polygon down here. This is a very cheaty way, but I mean, like, the developers actually used it in the original game, so. That's way too long, but okay, good. And is the sound good contrast between the music and my voice? I can turn up whatever you want. So you think the music's a bit too loud? Okay, so as you can see here, it's hard to explain. Essentially, okay, so you know how you can I can do that. You're probably gonna have to adjust your volume a little bit. That seems about right. Yeah, that seems okay. Okay, so imagine, so you can vertex paint, right? And do any color. You can even do transparency or the alpha value. And if you change the alpha value of this vertex, or this corner of this polygon, that corner, and then that corner, it'll make it fade. So there you go. Okay, so that's a good question. So for scale is very difficult. As I said before, I had to scale up these logs. Let me turn off K so I don't see everything at once. I had to scale these up, but what I did was I made a banjo texture over here. Well, I actually got rid of it. Oh no, it's over here. So here I have right here, I just went in game and took a screenshot and then like sort of green screened it out. But here you have this texture, and what I did was I sort of just moved this around the level and sort of try to imagine it that this is the scale of Banjo, so that everything's all right. And then of course I've only actually play tested the level once. I made all this and then I play tested it. So I got pretty lucky with the scale, but it's you kind of learn and get used to it. Yeah, well, Grant is so good. He like takes the original song and then if it's not in a minor key, he makes it in a minor key and adds horns and makes it faster. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, so usually when I can like I don't know, put this on the internet or something. Um, and then that just is good for scale. Another thing about scale is that you want your textures to be of a good of a good relative scale. So you don't want this. Let me show you. You don't want um, it to be like well, that's not a very good example because that's not as drastic, but like if I just take this, you know, obviously you don't want that because that's like a very, very small scale. So you want. What do you mean? What is this? What are you talking about? And I know a bit of Blender. It's just not very. I don't like it for level making. Anyways, and then I made this little sign. I like this sign. I know. Authentic. You are just like all about Blender. I know. Yeah, and I'll probably, you know, here it doesn't really matter. Like if I turn off edges, it doesn't look. I guess it kind of looks bad, but on the grass, you don't really notice when there are spots where it doesn't really make any sense and it doesn't exactly line up. But with things like, see, unfortunately, I had to make these the exact same height because if I wanted to make them taller, that happens. So eventually, once I'm done with it, I'm gonna make these have slightly varied height and then go in Blender and fix the UV mapping. But this is just sort of like, I'm not gonna say that the textures in this are like entirely temporary. But I'm gonna fix up some things. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean it's not that hard. And in fact, I think Blender would take longer um, for simple things like this, not for like big and like detailed things like lining up stuff like that. Anyways, because you know you see lots of stretch detectors in the game, like in Banjo-Tooie and the Halifax. Anyways, I'm gonna actually get to work. So, yeah. Okay, so I should probably get rid of this canopy so I actually have some room to work. Let me turn edges too, so I can actually see. Have to make it like an exactly horizontal view and then select everything. And then, well, okay. What I'm gonna do is, this is not a good way to do this, but it's like all connected. Drag it up, and do that for every tree, so I can get them out of the way. Irregular top to border trees. Oh, can I? Oh, I guess I could do like a specific texture, but I think you're talking that there's an option. Uh, do you know how to do it? I know there's the different camera view that does this. Wait, no. Is it this? What is it? There's something that I can do it to where you like it cuts. It's like one of those books, like Star Wars books, where it shows all the ships and it like cuts out part of it. I like how my first example was Star Wars. Um, okay, but irregular top to border trees. What do you mean by that? And 20 or 7. There is no limit, but obviously you get to a point where it crashes. So I'm not sure. I guess 6,000. This one currently has like around 3,000. But note that this is only one room. If I add, as you can see, this is obviously like a warp doorway where you walk into it. But this is just one room. So then you would go to a different room, or technically these are specific models. Like Mad Monster Mansion isn't all one model. It just has the main outside one and then the different rooms. So it only matters in the room itself and not across the entire level. You mean like here. Yeah, I might vary the height on them too. But like I said, if I try, it will mess up. I'm gonna have to like stretch it. Anyways, yeah. Um, Authentic. Do you know how to make back faces transparent? It seems like such a simple thing. You think it'd be easy to get to, but I don't know how. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was thinking at first, but you think that it'd just be a feature. Yeah, same. So how did you guys find this? Like I know I told this to Matt, and then I think Zephyr must be subscribed, and then he got a notification, and then I guess Authentic might have been the same as Zephyr. Okay, cool. So I essentially originally made I made the full. What I originally made was just the wall outline, and then the logs, and then the signpost, and the general outline for the path on this side of the map and not this side. Then just like a week ago, I actually started working more on it. Okay, cool. Yeah, like notifications. You got those on like lots of sites like Facebook, and I'm really glad they added it to YouTube because now I actually can know when people are live streaming and stuff like that. Um, well, it doesn't take forever. It's not that hard. Like, for example, here, for the roof, I just best song. But for the ceiling here, I just kind of made it random, and that kind of looks leafy. Reminds me of a lot of Mayhem Temple. And then and then for the floor, I kind of did the same thing. And then but okay, so for what I first did, it was all flat and all the paths were flat. But then I took certain vertices or like lines like this, and then moved them a little bit on the vertical axis to, add variety, as you can see. So the path, like right here, it's different. And then or actually, I drew a little line here and there, and then I selected all three of these lines so that this would be like, otherwise this would be kept all the way low while this was going higher, or vice versa. Why won't it undo this line? I mean, not really. Like, it only took like, from what I started like a week ago, it was only like, I don't know, 8 hours? Maybe not 8 hours, but yeah, I think this is one of Grant's favorite songs. His favorite are Mad Monster Mansion and Atlantis. You should listen to the original one from like the Beta Banjo-Kazooie music. It's pretty nice. It's a little bit faster. I don't know how he did that like echoey sort of repetition at the start. It's very cool. But authentic, authentic. You. Oh yeah. That's a great song too. But authentic. I know. I feel more confident. Like I don't know. Like the background in Blender is gray. It kind of makes it kind of like not depressing, but sort of like ominous. I don't know. Like it doesn't even appear user friendly. Like I swear they're like, see, like this is SketchUp. I have some options up here and there, and then like you click in Blender, you would just click over here and you'd have like a million different little things. It's like, oh, turn off bitmap and all crap like that. Yeah, I know. That was just, I don't even know why I said that. That's not a big deal, but there's just so much. And like, and if you look up the hotkeys and stuff, often you'll find like resources from like 8 years ago when it was old Blender. Of Blender, or do you mean of this level? Or of SketchUp, actually? Yeah, it was like all gray. Like it was, and it was all light too, so it looked all weird and not modern because dark things are modern. Like dark themes. Okay, I'm not actually working, I'm just blabbing. But okay, I need to bring these. Oh, thanks, man. It means a lot. I think I did pretty well too. I like the variety of grass, and the path is interesting, and it's kind of windy and kind of mystical. I have lots of plans. I actually like drew a layout on paper of this level, and it's almost identical. Like the only thing that's different is that like the places are in slightly different. Everything's a little bit offset, like not the exact same curves and angles, but that's always gonna happen. But yeah, it's always really good to draw it out on paper because then you kind of know if it, does this look like a Banjo-Kazooie level? And I have, there's lots of stuff to do. Well, maybe not lots. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna explain what. I'm actually gonna turn off push to talk. Let me stop the stream for a second. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. Um, oh yeah, thanks, Matt. Yeah, I think I can. Like, I mean, if you look at, I don't. Yeah, I think Logo's using SketchUp, but I'm not sure exactly. And then I know what's his face. Super Zambezi is using it for Banjo-Kazooie turns. And he's doing all right. Um, but what was I saying? Okay, so for this level, you have the Jiggy up here. You have a Jiggy, yeah, up here. And yes, I know this doesn't make any logical sense why it would just be coming out of nothing, but whatever, right? Um, but yeah, and in order to get there, you jump up these little platforms. And in order to jump up them, you use the shock pad. So you get and this is probably going to be, if I do continue like making an entire hack, which I would love. Um, yeah. I think I did well with the natural terrain. When you look at it like this, there's lots of polygons. So as you can see, I sort of, kept that Banjo-Kazooie aesthetic where you have the little platforms and a slight bit of smoothing. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do eventually. But I'm focusing on other stuff right now in the level. Anyways, I would hope to make an entire hack, but I don't know if I have the motivation because I never finished this level in the first place, and I don't even know if I'm gonna get very far this round. But it's fun to work on, and it gives me practice and experience. But Dragon Cave. Okay, so anyways, I was saying I need to like write down what I'm going to talk about. So the in this level you have that Jiggy over here. You have the Jiggy up here, which you get to but with the shock spring pads, which is an ability that you unlock in this level. You might unlock them by bottles in this room itself, or later on maybe backtrack. And then there's a little honeycomb over here. As you can see, it's a slightly different hole, and it's going to be darkened with vertex painting. And then the trees that you saw before that I moved out of the way, they're going to have, God damn it. They're going to have little cluckers, big cluckers from Click Clock Woods. I think they're going to have to be scaled down a little bit. And it's sort of like, I don't know, it seems very like an actual game where it's like some trees have them and some don't, and the ones that do have them have a little hole in them that you have to, watch out for. And they're gonna, as you saw, there are some next to the path, so while you're walking along, you have to be sure. So I think that's pretty cool. And then I'm gonna have Grublin hoods, possibly in this one, but definitely in other places at least. Grublin hoods are like the ones in Click Clock Woods that have the little Robin Hood hats and stuff. So that's kind of medieval, because I have to use the most medieval stuff that I have. So I have to work with what I have until. But did you see the Candy Cornucopia custom Colada animation thing? That thing is crazy. Like Banjo fella, I think. He like legit brought an actual custom like NPC, and that is so cool. Like I'm sure I think it took like months and months of work, but eventually I think we're gonna get it to a very more refined point where we can do it more often. Yeah, I was like, cause I saw it at first and I was like, whoa, this looks really cool. I never really thought of doing a Wreck-It Ralph level in Banjo-Kazooie, or Mario Kart 8. But um, yeah, and then he stopped working on it. I was like, oh, I was excited to play this. And then he was like doing stuff with skill, and then he showed that NPC. It blew my mind. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so let me actually do this now. Also, thanks for watching, guys. I had no idea that I would get 4 people watching. I was thinking it'd be like, I don't know, like only Matt because I told him about it. He's doing some cool stuff. And it's crazy how much Logo has done. Like I'm surprised that he's been keeping going. He's been doing it for a while. I don't think as long of a time as Super Zambezi has on his hack, but some polygons. There we go. This is better. Some polygons to the side of the waterfall so that you can fade out the water texture. Ah, that's smart. I'll have to look at Not saying I should do everything like the original game does, but I would want to see if Spiral Mountain actually does it and see how they did it. Cause yeah, faded would be nice, and maybe add some. I think there's a waterfall particle generator thing, but I'm not sure. Like the little white bubble mist things, but that'd be nice. I swear, I don't know if it's just because I used to play Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, but the atmosphere. Oh, that's not how that's supposed to go. But the music is so atmospheric. It's really good. You know, you have the upbeat songs, and you have the slow and ominous ones, and then you have the epic ones. Like Isle of Hags has to be one of my favorite, probably because lots of nostalgia reasons, because it's just so like adventurous and it's so mysterious, because it kind of brings back memories of looking or of walking around and such. Goes below the water surface. Well, actually, I was thinking that it would look better if it did, because it's sort of like the water, you know, it still keeps that force of falling, and then it would kind of like, you know, and kind of go down a little bit into it. Ah, I see. Okay, but yeah, I guess that makes more sense. This is why I have live streams, so people can tell me things. I'm just gonna do a big. This is not a very good way of going about this, I'm very aware. But if all else fails, I can undo. Can you believe it? Like some programs, whoops, a while ago, like didn't have undo. Banjo's backpack. But this is just so I can like work freely. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't think people will really notice it. It is flat, but I don't know if people will exactly notice it. In fact, I'm gonna keep this. Oh, gosh. I should have saved until the last moment to actually add the canopy. I should like keep it over here and then wait until the very end and then pop it on top. Yeah, it is pretty flat, unfortunately, but I think it's all right. Well, see if I do that, you know, it'll mess up the texture, and then I have to like do the positioning and do the blue, and then it's all weird because it doesn't line up perfectly. That's what I did with the other one that you saw. That has vertical difference, and oh my god, that was a pain. I had to do that for like every single one, and that had more planes than this did, and oh my gosh, that was the worst experience of my life. Exaggeration, of course. Random question: what's your favorite level from Banjo-Kazooie, and what is your favorite level from Banjo-Tooie? Hey, Jocks Fox 1010111. That's a weird name. And a hard to pronounce one too. Yeah, like I've said before, I'm gonna do that in Blender once I actually finish the level. I'm gonna add some variety and fix up some things. Oh yeah, that was a really good level. Always enjoyed that one, but it was always kind of hard. Going back on Banjo-Kazooie and stuff, you realize how not that hard the game was. Like lots of the fear just came from not wanting to take that jump of faith, that leap of faith, because you might, you know, die. Whoops! I've been getting rid of the waterfall, and now it's gone, and I have to undo. Oh my god. Oh, is this better? Is this better? Because I had my microphone far away, unfortunately. If it's the music that's a bit too low, then I can lower it. The letter is better than I could do. What do you mean? And this is the first time in this level that I've had to do something so tedious as this, and like, so like, why are you doing this? Like, you should have planned for this ahead, but aw, thanks. I mean, dude, it's just about experience. Like, I've just worked on a little bit of like tons of different levels from my postponed full redo kind of hack thing with the new levels. You just gotta, like, you know, if you have good game design, if you know about good game design. Yeah, I don't know how to turn that off. I saw that on Super Zambezies too. Ah, why am I coughing? I'm like some old person. That's the worst when like you're watching something, like listening to a recital, and you just hear these old people coughing. It's like, I know you can't really help it, but it's still annoying. You know, I've run out of things to talk about when I'm talking about old people coughing. Yeah, eventually I will eventually post it. Plan here. Plan is right now I'm getting if you mean just right now what I'm doing. All right, see you, Matt. Have a good night, and thanks for watching a little bit of the stream. But if you're talking about plan for right now, I'm just getting rid of the canopy so I can work a bit more on the path and play test it again. Yeah, see you, Matt. But if you mean plan in general for this level, so this is the first area, and you come out of this door right here. And then you walk over here and you see that, and you can go wherever. And then this goes to the castle, like the castle, because you know it's fantasy medieval. How can I not have a castle? And it's gonna be like a big field with wheat and a couple windmills, and I think one of them you can go into maybe. I'll have to see. That's the room that I showed you before. That was like that I made a long time ago with the windmills or with the wheat. And then over here, this I'm not exactly exactly sure where I want this to go, but it might go to sort of like a forest maze area that has like you know, sort of like think the area before the forest temple from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, where it's sort of like, I don't know, little things here and there, interesting stuff, and sort of a maze. And or it could be that it's just kind of like this again. But then eventually I'm gonna have a dragon cave, a cave. This is a good song too. And you enter the cave, and you're gonna see this the red head of a dragon, and then the rest. Oh yeah, I did that too on Super Zambezi stream a while back. Uh, but preemptive goodbye. But yeah, the rest of the body is like gone. You can't see it, but it's hinted that it's in another room that's just walled off by like a black wall, sort of like in the rooms with Chuffy and Banjo-Tooie, with the faded, with the black vertex painting to make it fade. Oh, we banned you? Huh, that's weird. Well, I guess there would be a good reason, but I don't know. Oh, that yeah, that too. And his head is gonna like lie on a pile of coin, a big like the entire room's gonna have coins and stuff in it. It's gonna be really cool. Huh. Go ahead and explain it. I should go get. I'm gonna go get some water. Hold on. Oh yeah, thanks. All right, I'm back. Sorry for the delays. Okay, select the entire geometry of the level. Right click and make a group. No, I left. Like I said, I had to go get some some water, but why get water when you can get soda? So okay, let me try this out. Select everything. I guess I can. I'm sure I can only just do this part. Well, let me let me finish erasing all this. I know you guys like to see progress. Oh, this is a good song too. I love that the marimba. But yeah, my intent for making the canopy was just to get the feel down and make sure that the trees were at the right height, because I had to, you know, move this little top part a little bit and stuff. Oh my gosh, Hellfire is so good. It's such a cool level. Laggy nonetheless, but good, still good, and the music is good too. Oh wait, oh, this entire time I was thinking this was from Pterodactyl Land. Ah, I'm lame. Okay, so your little thing authentic. Just select it all. Don't think I need banjo. Right click and group. And then are you gonna tell me to make like the exact same thing over wherever? Oh, cool. Ah, I see. Now, how will that do when it exports? Because I know that if you make polygons too small and then export and then put it in Banjo-Kazooie, they'll like compress down, I think. So if I were to draw them, I guess I could do the alpha. I could do the. You know how there are two models in a level? Like one has the normal stuff and the other one has like water and stuff. Would I have to put it on the second one? Because I think that'd be nice too. But if I do draw geometry on top of this, then wouldn't that intersect and ruin it when it's being exported as an OBJ? Because an OBJ is only like, you know, one thing. I don't know, you explain. I'm just hypothesizing. Ah, okay. Interesting. Well, since I have so many, and I think that'd be a little bit sort of... Yeah. I think it would be kind of tedious to do everyone, so, and I think it's a little bit easier to do my method. Though your method does sound great. Um, I don't know if I want to take the time, because it sounds like it would take more time. But new things that I can do are always good to know about. What? I'm not sure what you mean. Alright, so now I'm going to wait, did I even let me... I didn't copy it. But that's okay, because I can just copy it and then undo, or whatever. Nope. Oh, is a good song too. Control C and then redo all that stuff. So glad that that exists. And then move this. Whoops. Undo that. Excuse me. What do you mean by Slayer? I'm not sure what you mean. Let me copy that. And okay, let me do the path. No. See, if I do the path now and I maybe I want to do adjustments later, that might mess it up. Let's screw it. Okay, so first I might want to select all connected. Select all connected. No, how is that connected to that? I think it's connected, where is it connected? YOLO! Ugh. Oh my god, yellow is like so 2011. Yeah, that'd be cool if you could do stuff like guns and different abilities. I'd love to have. How is that? How is that connected? Like honestly, I don't know. I guess I should just be more thorough. That. Also, this song has lots of different parts too, which is really cool because it's sort of a wave-based fight. So that sort of complements that. There we go. Okay, so I might. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut it. Let me save. And then I have to do this. My favorite thing to do. I might just want to make like a big plane, but that might get messy, so I'm just gonna do it a little bit simplified, like this. Okay, I guess I couldn't really do it a big plane because this isn't all on the same plane. But yeah, if you want to make a level, just do it, because if you want to make one later on, you're gonna have to like start from square one. But if you start making it like right now, you can at least get somewhat used to it. Really? I've emailed him and he said that it's Atlantis and Mad Monster Mansion, but it might change now and then. Also, you're still here, Matt. Well, I guess that's a good thing because that shows that I'm apparently interesting to watch, which is good because I wasn't expecting. I've always live streamed on Twitch, but this has gone a lot better because like people are actually on YouTube really often. Burn Twitch. But no, Twitch is good, but it's nice because people are more on YouTube more often because it's sort of the universal place of entertainment. Yeah. But yeah, I love, I don't know, doing things where, like making videos that people watch. I don't even care if, like, I get money or anything like that. I just love knowing that I could make something that someone likes. Cause I always, like, love, I don't know, I love enjoying things. So I also want someone to enjoy something that I make. For example, if I ever make a game in the future, I love it when people are like, I've made a few levels in different games like Doom and what else? I don't know, things like that. And I love when people pick up on stuff like, oh, he did this specific thing because it did this, and you know, that's just really always cool. And you know, everybody loves to be complimented on their stuff. all right, Matt. Good night. Have a good sleep. thanks for watching. You too, Matt. This is for Banjo-Kazooie, it's just not in the game yet. I still have to actually finish the thing, though I am going to play test it soon. So you guys can actually see it then, which I'm happy about, because it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of boring because there's not much in it, but now that I've fixed the scaling, I think it should be pretty good. I like liking things. Okay, I'll have to click on that later. Let me just put that there, and then just wait for later. Yeah, I haven't actually showed any, well, except Jumbo and Matt, and Brady if he actually is, blah blah blah. But I've shown this to a couple people, and they think it's pretty good. Because I don't like to, because before I showed that level, as I'm sure at least a couple of you saw, that I never finished the windmill, which was from this level. I just hadn't made this, and I'd only made that old part. So I don't want to be like, oh, I'm making a giant level that has all these different rooms and they're all different. So nobody likes it when people do that. There's one person on the forum who just did that, and he was like asking people to do work for him. Can't remember his username. Jumbo got really pissed at him. But yeah, I want to make sure that I've actually made something that people know that's, you know, substantial. It'll be on the website banjosbackpack.com. I should probably put a link in the description, but I'm just gonna type it. So you can just go there, and then there's a forum and stuff like that. So how is everyone doing on this Saturday evening, morning? I don't know what time zone you're in. For me, it's like 6 o'clock. So it's borderline evening, because I think evening is defined as like after 6. Or is that a synonym to afternoon, and then night is after 6? I don't know. I guess so, because midnight is 12, so that'll be halfway. So it'd be 6 to 6, I guess. See, you couldn't do that fast in Blender. Yeah, I've used Blender before for other games, for modding for other games and stuff, and it's quite interesting to use. And the UV mapping is quite, you know, it's always fun to look at like Half-Life face textures, and it's just this horizontally squished, like horizontally stretched weird texture face. And it's really cool how it just, you know, works, how it applies it. What's a good... Oh, man, temple. Also, gotta love the lyrics in this song. It comes from like a British sport. Not like a
like a sport that is specifically British, but like a sport that has a British team that like this is like their chant or something. It's like a reference, pretty sure. Yeah, football or soccer. You know, why is American football called football? Like you only kick the ball like once or twice. In soccer, the entire intent is to kick it. So why isn't it also called football in the USA? Ah, the good old USA has some terrible things about it, like not using the metric system. Which apparently the definition of like a kilogram is a specific element, and like they have a specific piece of that element in like the in England that they use as a definition, but apparently radiation is like affecting that. So every now and then, like very very slowly, the definition has been changing. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that. Rugby is like a more hardcore version of football, so you think. I know how interesting it is to watch a person make path. Fortunately, I'm not doing something more interesting like making a building or something. But this is a level that is very natural, so it's only expected, right? Well, the easy part was over quickly. You always have to check because I can like do this, and it's like, oh, it's over here, but then I put it and it's vertical because it's on the blue axis. Could you imagine if everyone called them the blue, the red, and the green axis? That'd just be like, what about colorblind people? Oh, that'd be terrible. Oh, there's a whole thing about how like America versus the European. Maybe it's just English. I know Blender doesn't have these issues because Blender isn't like a point and click adventure, point and click draw art adventure. Sponsored by Coca-Cola. It's a like this is a Blender is a selective modeling program. This is a drawing modeling program, and I think drawing is easier for level for level making because I don't know. I always forget things like how to how to like merge, I don't even know how to not bisect because that's only two, but the general thing for any like nsect or whatever number of number you want. I can't think of that. Like subdivide. That's subdivide. That's it. There we go. Good job, Ben. I'm gonna stop before you guys leave. I want something better. Ooh, two of my favorite songs in a row. Rusty Bucket Bay and Witchy World. Assembly. Jumbo's talked to me a little bit about it. I don't know why I'm constantly sounding like I have a
I don't know why my voice sounds very nasally. But no, not really. I know what it is, and I know how non-user friendly it is. But what about it? I'm just a level designer. I am trying to take the AP Computer Science course, but that's proving a little bit difficult. 'Cause coding can be tricky at times, especially what's the term? I want to sound smart by using like the in general term. What's it called? Control structures. Those get tricky. But yeah, assembly is weird. You have to like remember 3-word phrases for actions and stuff. Oh, okay. No, I've never really tried to do anything. A while ago, when I was doing the big Banjo-Kazooie Adventures thing, which I might do eventually, but I don't know. I got Jamba to make the slappas in Gobi's Valley, the ones that like come out of the ground and slap you. I made him turn that into a lava hand. It's pretty cool actually, because it's a simple way of retexturing an enemy. In fact, it was only recoloring, I think. Um, may have been I think it was retexturing actually, but retexturing an enemy, and it still works while making it look different. Because things like, I don't know, the crabs, you can't really easily change the look of the texture or color of the crabs and make it for a different type of level, whereas I turned a desert Egyptian enemy into a lava world enemy, which is cool. But for some reason it didn't show up for me. It showed up for him, but for me it just like didn't work. And that was only a game short code. It wasn't actually editing the ROM, and I'm not sure how you would actually edit the ROM. I don't know if you can even do that. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Pretty good so far. Almost done. Just have a little bit over here to do. Oh, wait. And, wait. Yeah, I have this entire side to do, actually. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that it was compressed. Ouch. That's gonna be hard. But it's possible. And people like skill, and I think CBM also does stuff, and Banjo fella. They're really committed. Oh yeah, you're making made the multiplayer hack. That's so cool, man. I haven't played it, but I watched like it actually works, and someone actually did make multiplayer Banjo-Tooie, I think. But that's really cool. I've always wanted to play it multiplayer. You should make it where you can switch controllers for each different, like you press a button, like I don't know, left, L, because what game uses L, um, to switch controllers. So like, oh, I want to play Banjo, so then the other person plays Kazooie and you play Banjo. And there aren't really videos on it. Like you have all the videos on the Super Mario 64 multiplayer. Like, oh, it's so cool. But like, it's different with Banjo-Kazooie because then you can Oh yeah, and you would also want the L to work for actually controlling just Banjo and Kazooie when they're combined. But like, it's so much different for Banjo-Kazooie because they actually have different moves and they act differently. Whereas in Mario, 64 multiplayer, it's purely the exact same person, just with a model difference? Or is it? Yeah, I think one of them has a model difference and the other one actually changes just the color, the textures. Okay. I mean, you did release it and people can actually play it, right? Oh, and yeah, essentially you can only when you save a model there are no squares. A square doesn't exist in 3D models. It's just triangles. So you have to triangulate everything, which is make something a triangle in order for it to actually work. Because otherwise it just becomes invisible because of the way 3D rendering works. In modern programs it like actually automatically triangulates. I think Blender does that. Before you say it authentic, because I know you're gonna say that. Oh, you don't need to triangulate in Blender. Um, but what do you mean by it's like hardly complete? Does it only like work on Witchy World or something? But no, I did see you do it on the Isle of Hags area next to Portugal's Mine. Oh, really? I just said you have to because I don't know. Why would you make it an entire code based on knowing how to show off a square or a quadrilateral, when you could, you know, just do triangles? Anyways, um, authentic, how is it, assuming you didn't hear me the first time, how is it not fully complete? Yeah, that too, because yeah, it's more complex and complicated, but those are not synonyms, which some people like to think. I have a pet peeve about that, because complicated is an insult, then complex can be a compliment. Yeah, there's lots of weird things like that in 3D rendering. We can thank John Carmack. I mean, he did stuff with Doom, and oh, he's like literally a rocket scientist. Can't use warps, player dying breaks things in Earth. Okay, but it's cool that you actually like added the ability to do it in general, and that's really that's pretty neat. Yeah, you can make levels in Blender, and it's more superior because I don't know. I'm sure Authentic could get all into it. Yeah, you can download it online for free, and this too. And I think you can like now you can actually export as OBJ for free for Sketchup, but it might just be because I just downloaded it without having it for a while. Are these the same general size? Oh, they've gotten smaller. I guess that's not a bad thing. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to undo it all and then draw a vertice and then blah. It's hard to, because right now there's no, I don't know exactly where to put it when I put it back. So this, I still have a bit to go, unfortunately. And I know how interesting this is to watch. So aren't you happy happy for what's in store for you? And we're back at the start. Good, I'm almost done. Wait, yeah, I guess you can. I guess you can define that as almost. Oh, and this area will also have faded textures if you didn't already notice. Just to make it its own little thing. I was thinking about using the spiral mountain boulders that give you a honeycomb on this area, but in case I do make this into a legit banjo hack, I don't want to waste those because it's going to be useful for later. If I do finish the level, I'll publish it when I'm done with it. Does model ripping work with getting chords of each vertex of a triangle? Well, if you mean if it didn't, then it would just be one little dot. Which, in fact, I don't even think you can just make a dot in any modeling program. Or a vertex. But yeah, I think it would have to. If you just mean like copying it over for each one, unless as opposed to you might just mean copying, like putting a list of the values. I don't know. I'm just rambling. I think I'm just gonna draw the polygons themselves, and then actually draw the outer lines and then connect them. Do you guys have any like things that you don't like about this level? Like how the shape of the pond is kind of simple and not very interesting? Or anything like that? Anything? Because, you know, if I do release this, I'm going to release it to you guys. And you'd be the ones who would be playing it, so I want you to enjoy it. Okay. But yeah, and if you don't already know, you can model you can model rip using Banjo's backpack. I think it's just a normal OBJ. You can even replace it, which is a little bit more difficult. I'm adding another section of the path so that it can be transparent and blend in with the grass, so it's not a very sudden change like that. No, it wouldn't really be easier, cause I'm gonna have to put it back. This is gonna go. This little extra part is gonna go under the grass. It's not gonna actually connect to the side of it. Yeah. I will do that authentic. I'm going to do that eventually. And in fact, I was actually thinking of adding tall grass, because you know it's like a forest, kind of mystical. It'd be cool if you would have Banjo just walking waist down in grass. It's gonna be cool, atmospheric. I don't know. I mean, like, whenever you make something, you often don't really see. Yeah, tall grass definitely. You don't always see things that are actually that other people don't other people don't like. Like, you know, you might make something like be like, oh, this is the best thing ever, but then other people get in there like, oh, that's kind of lame. So it's always good to ask other people if they like it, and also play test. But I don't think that's a big deal for this kind of thing, since I'm not gonna have to like make sure it's all balanced and stuff very much, since it's pretty much already balanced. I just need to, you know, put the enemies everywhere and stuff like that. But yeah, and if I do add tall grass, that would eliminate the purpose of or the need for grass variety. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, you should never. I don't think you should always comply to what the user thinks, because sort of like a good example is like Dark Souls or something like that, where it's like, oh, it's really hard. And if you listen to everyone, because the majority of Dark Souls players, I think it's too hard. I don't think it's too hard. I think it's a like nearly perfect game. It's actually my favorite game. But if they listen to the people and are like, oh, we gotta make it easier, then it's gonna completely ruin the series and ruin what its entire intent is. So it, as with everything, there are always exceptions. Yeah, high five, virtual high five. It is like, oh my gosh, I was playing it earlier. My first play, I've only played it once, or the first game I've only finished once, and I didn't even get to the DLC. I didn't kill the two Hydras, and I did not kill um, Gwendolyn, the like sort of the secret boss at the Dark Moon Temple. Dark Moon, not not temple, but grave, whatever. Tomb. There we go. So that's great replayability. And unfortunately, when I defeated Artorias, it was too easy because I summoned two people, and I didn't get to enjoy because just from looking at it, that's my favorite boss. I think visually, it's like one of the coolest bosses. My favorite boss, also the Sanctuary Guardian, the lion mystical creature. That was also a really cool boss. Like it had the lightning, and it was really cool to have it sort of like jump up in the air, then fly around as the camera panned around to follow it, and how it was like shooting lightning. Also, here's a little tip: the sound effects used for the blue dragons and the Drake, what's it called? Um, Valley of the Drakes. It's the same sound effects that's used for the red dragon in Demon Souls. Okay, no, I'm listening. Yeah, there is lots of exploration in Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, gosh, I love Gruntilda's lair. It's so mysterious. The music and like how it's sort of mostly always dark, and like the fact that he used like marimbas and the that Pitts violin, I think, or whatever, Pitts string, and the theramite, which is like the alien like I don't know how to make it, but it's really good. And like how the walls like always have little etched in monsters and hieroglyphic, not actually hieroglyphic, but that kind of stuff. You can go get the food and bring it here, or can you not? But I mean, if you're hungry, then you should eat, because I'm not ending this anytime soon. And you probably won't miss much, miss me drawing a path. So whatever. But yeah, and Isle of Hags was also great because it was more airy and the music was very mysterious too. Especially, so I like rain. I think it's very atmospheric and I love the sound of it and like the thought of it. So in the Witchy World area of Isle of Hags, it's like so good. You see the rain and the music's really mysterious and explorative. It's just really good. It's really good. Okay, so here's a good question. Um, so if I do actually make a full fleshed out Banjo-Kazooie hack, I want to do Gruntilda's, Gruntilda's lair, probably. Now, how could I do that while making it new, but also, Gruntilda's lair? I could just, add new rooms and stuff, but I feel like there has to be some way of making it different, but it's still being Gruntilda's Gruntilda's lair. Okay, let me try this. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna have like a little sort of breakthrough, sort of like the Cheeto page room, or just Cheeto, the Cheeto room does it. That's about the right height, right? Okay, so that looks good. Oh, this is a good reference. This circle. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, that sounds so cool. Like weave out and like have little sort of like how Isle of Hags has those digger holes. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh my gosh, how did I not think of that? Have it go in and out of little parts that, and then like, in order so that the player doesn't explore the entire area, you have rocks that like had avalanche down before. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, yeah, I will so run with that if I do make my actual full thing. Haha. No, 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 dude. If I make one and then you want to make one, by all means use the same idea because that's a great idea. That's no copyrighted, and I wouldn't get mad at you. And nobody should really, because like really everything is like a rip off of everything else. But yeah, it's sad because so many people have great ideas for levels and such, but it takes a lot to actually make them, you know? Yeah, that's it. I think I sort of messed up on the quote or on the phrase. Okay, but this looks good. Now for the final thing, I gotta connect it all. Connect the dots, literally. Okay, so yeah, that should be stone, and then the top has to be grass. Ooh, I'm excited to get this to work. They might be not far out enough, but if that's true, I'll just fix it. I have like never heard this song. Oh, this is where like those feathers on the pillows are and the cauldron guy. How do you put custom pictures? Do you mean like making levels in like SketchUp? Oh, this is a good song. Oh wait, I'm imagining a different one. That actually has hints of Mad Monster Mansion in it when Kazooie's all like, going like shaking around on the coat hanger, I guess. Okay, so oh gosh, humble brag, hashtag humble brag. So I made that sort of texture pack Let me show you. You probably already know, I'm just making sure. So there's Banjo-Kazooie, and you have things like you can go to terrain, then you can go to brown, all brown terrain. And, you know, this is really useful, because otherwise you'd be sorting through everything. Um, but you can download that, and then you open up SketchUp, and then you press B for brush, or click it up here, and then you go to in model, I'd recommend, and then you press this to create material, and then you choose the file, and I can choose anything I want. So if I want like a log, if I want to click like wood log, I'm gonna go to Banjo-Kazooie, then wood and log. I have all these logs. It's pretty neat and pretty handy if I say so myself. It was actually enjoyable to do, though very time consuming. It took like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours of just like sorting textures. I had to delete some like weird ones that were just for things like that. Hello Internet Podcast. No, I've never heard of that. What is it about? And what kind of podcast is it? Is it like the kind where people talk, or the kind where you learn stuff? The kind where you learn stuff. I didn't mean for that to sound like in a bad way. Like, oh, is it one of those learny kinds? Yeah, I know. I'm just going to songs that I like, but whatever. This is a. Oh, I love it how Grant just uses like musical onomatopoeia. If you don't know, onomatopoeia is where a word, when you pronounce it, sounds like the thing that it's talking about. Like a cough. When you cough, it sounds like cough. So it actually sounds like the word itself. So like lots of music, you know, like this, it sounds like what the level that it's in is. Okay, that sounds cool. I'd try that. I'll have to remember to look that up. The more you know. Alright, this is. Oh, wait. We got a problem. Wait, no, we don't. Do we? Yes, not really. It's just going to be kind of a thin thing, and I might want to fix that later on, but I might not need to. This might be too low. But if I bring in the banjo scale, which isn't exactly exact, but you know, it's nice. In fact, this is a bit too small. So, for example, I'm gonna scale it up. Yeah, this seems pretty alright. I might need to raise it a little bit. But what do you do? Gotta love those auto-made polygons. And this might be a bit too square. So I might want to do a little like that. That kind of shape. You know what I mean. Or add another 2 polygons, or 2 lines. Oh, and authentic. So you said that the multiplayer hack is on your back burner. So what is on your front burner per se? If you want to talk about that, assuming it's like relevant to Banjo-Kazooie, and even if it isn't, feel free to tell. Yeah, I think I lined up. Oh, okay, cool. Should I click on it now and show everyone? Oh, cool. Because I'm definitely cool with showing it off. All right, let's see what it. I think it worked. There we go. Wait. There we go. Oh, now what is this? 3D platformer. So you have some models. Is it a model exporter? Whoa, what's... Oh, that's just Hellfire Peaks. So it looks... Uh... Wait. Are you... Are you putting Banjo-Tooie... God, stop coughing. Ugh. Are you putting Banjo-Tooie levels in Kazooie? Oh god. Look at that really scaled up brick texture. It's a game engine. Like a Game Maker? Like Game Maker Studio? How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for... Whoa, hour and a half. That's cool. Oh wait, wait, you just said that that's all I'm willing to say for now, and then I instantly asked you a question. But that looks pretty neat. Pretty neato. Maybe it's might be a 3D platformer engine. Oh, cool. Very cool. So it seems like this is sort of like a like if you wanted, you could kind of make your own Banjo-Kazooie level without having to, you can like add your own stuff. Sort of like you have some games that they make their own like open source versions of it. Okay, okay. I'm just, you know, thinking out loud. But yeah, that looks pretty neato. Yay! Welcome back, Zephyr. I gotta say that's a pretty cool name. It's like Xavier. Anything with X is cool. X-rays. I wish I could like stretch. You can hide it. But you can't make it bigger. Also, good song. RNG has chosen well. Okay, so the weird thing is that I've never had allergies, but this year like my nose was running and I felt kind of bad, and I was literally like, I would prefer that this would be an actual sickness over allergies because that would crush my winning streak, my streak of not having allergies, and unfortunately, I think it has done exactly that. So I'm quite bummed about that. Because I took pride in something that I had no control over. So, random question: what do you guys like about the stream? Obviously you probably like me working on this and you being able to see it, but what other things? The music, me talking, and like, do you listen to it in the background while you're doing other stuff, or do you actually just watch it?
This is gonna look so great when I finally fill in this white texture. And it'll be like an actual, practically full fleshed out level. Or room of a level. And room in quotation marks. Oh, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have some little, if you know what God rays are, they're like the little rays of sunlight that you can actually like see the physical thing of them. Usually when there's like dust or something like that, or humidity. So I'm gonna have a few of those like highlighting some jiggies and stuff. I think they have a few of those in Mayhem Temple. It's gonna look kind of cool, and have the skybox peeping through a bit. Oh, okay, cool. That makes sense. Yeah, we don't see very much on the forum. And on one side it's good because then you don't see lots of those crappy like I don't know Mario 64 hacks. But you also don't see very many good ones. Like there are only like 2 being made right now. Oh yeah, yeah. Scrolling textures. That's good. That's a good idea. I didn't think of that. No, not the root beer. Oh no, not the root beer. Not the roots. Says Nicolas Cage. That sucks. Also, this song has so much musical onomatopoeia in it. Like, I swear. It has that one key. It's in the key that sounds like it. I think it's D minor, but I don't know exactly. And like it has that one part, the one like if you play the scale, like there's the one part where 2 notes are just like, is that really there? And you know that when you think of that, you think Egyptian. It's really weird. And the instruments used, so good. Dark Souls, as I said before, Dark Souls 1 is like, I swear, it's like the most addicting game. But, yeah, Dark Souls, Doom 2016 a little bit a while ago. I guess that's it. The last of the games I like, I just don't play many of them. Let me show you my Steam library. These are the games that I have, and these are my favorites. So Dark Souls, the first 3, and the ones that in order of the ones that I like the most is Dark Souls 1, 3, and then 2, which I feel like lots of people can agree with me. Don't Starve, that's a pretty good game. Skyrim, I don't play very much. FTL is pretty good. Geometry Dash, Ori and the Blind Forest, that's in my like top 15 games, which I in fact typed up here. For some reason the other day I just felt like seeing where I stood on my favorite games. So Doom is first. No, wait. This is in no particular order, I don't think. So Doom, Dark Souls, and Doom, this encompasses like all the games. Ori and the Blind Forest, Grim Fandango, that's a really good game. Skyrim, Overwatch, there we go, Overwatch. I've been playing Overwatch 2. TF2, that's, whoops, I did not mean to load it. Oh my gosh. I double clicked. But that's how many hours I have. I have 1,800 hours. No. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. Technical difficulties. Just close right out of that. Oh yeah, Wind Waker's good too. Task Manager. Dang it. You guys love this, don't you? Okay. Yeah, Wind Waker's great. That might be my favorite Zelda. Along with Zelda 1. And Zephyr, Dark Souls is Nidhogg. Oh, that's a cool game too. That's really cool too. Some Fallout games, stuff like that. Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, I was playing that a while back. Nuclear Throne 2, Portal, things like that. The Witness, that's a cool game.
Hyper Light Drifter, that's a really good game too. Anyways, Dark Souls is like, it's a dark fantasy RPG, so like Skyrim, but better. Yeah, I just said it. All the Skyrim and Bethesda fanboys can come rip my neck off or something like that. It, it, it is an amazing game, Dark Souls. It's like the best game ever. But yeah, there you go. Metroid Prime, amazing game. That might have the best atmosphere of any game I've ever played. Just go look up the soundtrack and listen to the Chozo Ruins music. Really good. And then Donkey Kong Country's good too, and Minecraft, which I have lots of hours in. Skyrim blows. Don't say that to the internet. They'll come running at your house with pitchforks and shouting witch and burn down your house with torches. Yeah, I definitely like Skyrim. It's a pretty great game. The combat's boring. The game gets boring after a while, mostly. And the main quest isn't that good. They had lots of potential, but good game nonetheless. Like in Skyrim, I never had the only really thing that I had a whoa moment in is like the visuals, like the environment, and then maybe some of the dungeons had some cool stuff like the Dwemer runes. But with Dark Souls, like I wish that I had recorded a face cam and audio and like game recording of my experience. I would love to look back and see what my reactions were, because I swear there were so many, oh my gosh, this is like the best thing ever moments. Like when you find the little area next to Firelink Shrine where it's just this, this drop down thing, and then you find lots of chests. You're like, oh, that was just some weird architecture thing. But then later you find an elevator, and then you go down it, and it like connects with that hole that led to the treasure, and it's like a shortcut. And it's amazing. So good. The level design in Dark Souls is phenomenal. There's so much vertical height difference. If you look up, let me look it up right now. Dark Souls map. If you look up the 3D, like look at that. Look at that. There's so much vertical height variety. Isn't that amazing? Just so good. Too good. Where's this? Oh, that's where is that actually? I don't know where that is. But it's a good game, and I would recommend it. You gotta appreciate like everything in Dark Souls. There's so much. There's so much to appreciate. The combat has a great dance about it. It's exciting and gets on your nerves and frustrating, but then when you finally beat that spot, you just go, yes! And like adrenaline rushes and things like that. Welcome back. So close. Being done. So close. This is such a mindless thing. Yeah. Oh no. But such a mindless thing. Like I haven't even been thinking about this. It's just the only thing is just click where the opposite side of the line that you did with the previous one, so that they connect. And usually makes it look a bit better. Oh, this is gonna look so good. I'm so excited. As I hope you guys are too. Saying you guys is kind of a high-headed thing to say. Makes it seem like you're some popular person. And for a while when I first played Banjo-Kazooie, okay, so I played Banjo-Tooie first because my older brother had it. And then I played that a lot, and then I got Banjo-Kazooie, but I never got past Clanker's Cavern, because like claustrophobia, and it's so scary, like going down the water, it's so dangerous. be the devil. Yeah, you all. That's less. What's the word? Not antagonistic. Like, full of myself, I guess. For a while, I only said y'all, ironically. But then, like, I actually kind of started saying y'all, and now I hate myself. So close. Just a couple more. One more. Oh, and it doesn't light up. No. No. I gotta add another polygon somewhere in there. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, just bring the foot again. Okay. So, and now the moment of truth of adding this texture to it. Boom. Oh, wow. That's pretty good looking, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty sweet. Pretty nice. Pretty proud of it too. It feels so much more full now, like it's like an actual level, as opposed to having this weird gap that goes into another plane of existence. Ah, wow. This really shows what it actually is. I love it. Now let's see. It seems to be pretty lined up, the path. Not bad. A little bit offset, but no one's gonna notice. Alright, so it's time to add in the canopy, the trees, and I'm gonna play test it. So you can see it. So y'all can see it. Isn't that exciting? But wait, you have to pay a monthly subscription to see to see that. Sponsored by Blizzard and World of Warcraft. You must donate $5 before you can see the playtest. Oh, wow. Hi there. I didn't know you existed. When did I erase that? I hope that's the only instance of this happening. That would be... I would be hopeful that that is true. Oh, another tip. When you're making water, or like, I guess anything like that, like clouds or something, or lava, don't make it intersect. Don't actually connect it to like the wall, because then it's gonna be weird if you want to add waves. Just make it sort of cut through so that you can do whatever. Also, just to show you all, you probably want to see what it looks like underneath. That's what it looks like, and this is gonna fade, as you can see. Pretty cool. And I forgot to put that back. Yes, a little bit. Also, I'm not sure if I should add... I guess I should just add no physics, like no collision to the waterfall, as opposed to water physics, because water physics, like, makes you, like, you know, adds the little ripple and changes your animation set. I was a bit unsure about that the other day. What's next? Ooh, Gruntilda's lair, or Grunty Industries. There we go. There we go. Wow, that's the best song. So good. Yeah. Oh wait, no, this is the exterior. Well, still good song, but the interior is great song. Okay. Oh well, I accidentally chose both trees. Yeah, you guys can see, or you all can see how kind of a lot of work this is. I have to, for the path, I have to take it out and then add the little things and then put it back. It's quite tedious.
but it's worth it when you see it all connected and such. And same with the trees. I'm not making them intersect either, because that just adds way too many polygons, I realized. And these logs too. And this signpost, like, look. Okay, so you probably guessed that this isn't connected, right? But neither is this, because that'll just add lots of tiny little polygons. And in fact, this isn't even supposed to be connected to that, but it is for some reason. It's supposed to be like that, where they're separate, but it doesn't. Actually, it does matter, because that'll mess it up. So let me fix that. Control C. Let me copy that. Bring it a little bit up. Then move it a little bit. Just a little bit. And then remove this. But Grunty's Industries is such an atmospheric level too. It's really good. So then I just bring it down, and as I said, I moved it a little bit on one axis. And then, now that you guys know that I'm doing all these tricks, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be aware of them, and you're gonna look for them, you're gonna find them, and it's gonna ruin your, ruin your immersion. Okay, so that's taken care of. And now to finish up the trees. Yeah, so do I. Like, I like it in Dark Souls 2, in the one level where also, one thing, Dark Souls 2 has the most beautiful water ever. Like the distant water, I mean, not like the water you walk in, but I swear it's so beautiful. Anyways, the what was I talking about? There's one spot in the tower of, like, it's the one where it's like a ruined city on water, where you just kind of go on little buildings and stuff. It's like the second level. But I love, there's one spot where people put like what's the word? They're like, oh, there's an error ahead, and you look around the corner and there's like some glitching, and you can see some culling and stuff. It's really funny. I don't remember. No, you gotta wait. I will play test it very soon though, so be interested in that. Just gotta bring. You haven't touched 2? 2 isn't very good. I'm just gonna say it right now. It is not very good. When you move with the analog stick, you only move in 8 directions. Not, I don't know. It's probably not 360, but you know what I mean. So like when you're platforming, it's like, it's not very good. And the hit scan for, like, you know, melee weapons is weird. Like from distances, you have to be really close to them to hit them. Like you have to be right up in their face. Which, you know, is kind of true for the other games, but not as much. Because usually you can kind of keep your distance, especially on the longer weapons. But can't exactly do that. And there are rooms where it's just a cube. And there's no details. There's just a ceiling texture, a floor texture, and one wall texture. And then like a ladder that moves to a different room. The game's not very polished. But it's not a bad game. It's just not as good as I would think. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. But yeah, I recommend it. Just know that it's not nearly as good as Dark Souls 1, and not as good as Dark Souls 3. One object view, but yeah, I have considered that, and I probably will do that in the future, because I might use these in other levels too if I do make other levels in this hack. And it'll also be better for scaling. But the thing is that some of them have to be slightly different heights, as you can see, because as the ceiling is or the roof, technically it's a ceiling. But I guess it's the height varies.
So it depends. But I have thought of that, and I might do that eventually. And this is good, in case it's not tall enough, or I have to get rid of them maybe, or have to change them in some way. It's just nice to do it in the level. Also, do the trees look good? Do you think they look adequate? I think they look fine. Oh, that's a good idea. Hey, what if I made, in order to get over here, it's a fallen tree? That's a good idea. Be kind of hard to do with the terrain, but that would be good to think about. And I'll definitely use it somewhere else, like to cross a river. Oh, that sounds great. That's a great idea. Thank you so much for that. Like, the little sort of mazy area, maybe, to cross a river. That's a great idea. Or maybe in the other area, maybe. That definitely gives it a natural sort of Click-Clock Woods feel. I love the look of Super Zambezi's forest level. That's like one of his most complete areas. The one that has the moving leaf. I love that. That's really cool. That's very atmospheric. And I think I've commented, but it's a bit too small. How did I do what? Oh, you press, there's a little clicky thing right here. With quite a lot of emotions. Quite a lot of emojis, actually. And the final tree with the epic music in the background. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I have to get rid of this edge, I guess. Though I guess it doesn't matter because it would intersect and just replace replace it. Dun, 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 dun. Did you guys ever do the cheat codes for the Treasure Trove Cove? That was really cool when I found out about them a while after I played it when I was younger. And the final moment of glory. Boop. Oh wait. Oh no. I must have just not clicked right. You gotta click on the vertice. Or the vertex. No, why is this not? Yeah, I'm doing something wrong. Oh! What? That's confusing. Let me try a different one. A different one. Ah! Coughs, man. Let me try this doorway. What? How far apart are they? What? Doesn't even look like they are at all. Just seems like... That's really weird. I guess it's not that big a deal. Just kind of like weird, because now I think that there's some big problem. That one square... What one square? Let me try something. I think think I might know what the problem is. Let me get rid of this because I never had these before. I never had these before. That might be the fix. But yeah, I tried to zoom in close, but eventually... Nope, that's not it. I'm trying to zoom in really, really close. As you can see, I'm trying my best. See, at some point it just cuts through because it doesn't want to zoom in that. Yeah, I don't see like it. That's annoying, but I don't know why it's being caused. And just clicking one of them fixes the entire thing. It just might be a glitch with Sketchup and not actually something I did wrong. Might be just a visual glitch. So probably nothing to worry about. And then like a week later it just bites me in the ass when I have to restart the entire level. Yeah. Probably with like overlapping vertices or something. And luckily it's only these. It's only these like, you know, they're like all on the same plane, and then some over here. Like up here. Yeah, because now when I move them, you know, they're one entire vertice. Oh yeah. Wumba's Wigwam. Oh, and I do not want these. Here we go. Okay, so looks like I've fixed it. Gosh. It's so like I'm just clicking and stuff, but it's so exhausting in a way. Stop coughing. Let me add these back. Do I live in a big house? No. Okay. On to the next weird question. I wonder what it'll be. That's messed up. No biggie smalls. Let me add this. Let me add this. Let me add that. I have a cat. Cats are the best. Most definitely better than dogs. I did not just say that, but it's totally true. Minus 30 subscribers. I don't even know how many I have. I got quite a few from that video that I uploaded about color theory, which Authentic liked. And I don't mean like actually liked the video, but he didn't click the like button, or he may have actually. I mean that he liked it in general. No. No. Oh, that's the worst. Because cats are the best. Yeah. Yeah. When I said that, I was just saying that you liked it because you commented on the post that I made on the forum, which I'm glad I did because that probably raised its popularity. But I'm surprised at how popular, quote unquote popular, it is. It has like 20 likes or something. What are these questions? The internet. Whoa, that's a weird glitch. Okay, I'm not gonna delete this. Thank you. I think I did pretty well. Now I regret not expanding more on the topic.
Well, why don't I have a leaf thing for this tree? But yeah, I'm glad that it got good reception. I think it got like 1 or 2 thumbs down and like 20 or so thumbs up, so that really shows. The critiques were that the mic was a bit like quiet, or maybe I was a bit too quiet, and there were too many black like cut transitions, and guess that's it. And then, like I said, I didn't delve too much into it. I know, isn't it? It's very Banjo-Kazooie-ish. Or, Mayhem Temple, in the one area where you get the grip grab. It's very Banjo-Kazooie-ish. Like, when I thought of it, I was like, oh, it's so, like, mystical, kind of mysterious in a forest. It's very nice. Funnier said. Oh my gosh. Yeah, neither can I. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker, just a little bit, and then over here, and then the stuff like that. Yeah, the polish, I'm not quite done with this. This is not the final form, but I'm fairly close, I believe. Why do you keep intersecting? Oh, I know why you keep intersecting. It's hard. Like, I'm just slowly moving the mouse, but it does it drastically. It's probably because my camera angle. That should fix it. I should have just been doing it. See, it's so weird. Let me guess. Blender wouldn't do that. Well, you gotta wait, man. You got to wait. Blender would. I'm just like, I'm just in bed sleeping, thinking about Banjo-Kazooie, and I think about Sketchup, and then you just like break in my house or like break in through my dream, and are just like, Blender wouldn't do that. You're just like the Blender ghost. And then, like, meanwhile, you're just talking about blenders. Like, the actual, like, kitchen utensil. Not utensil, but tool. I'm just like, oh. I'm like, I mean, I guess a blender wouldn't do that, would it? Because it's not even a modeling program. This tree is way too tall. The blender ghost will haunt me. Exactly. Yeah, this is too tall. I can make a joke right now, but I'm not going to. Yeah, there's that glitch again. Dun, 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 dun. Hey guys, I can play the dun instrument. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. I gotta fix it a little bit. Or maybe just lower this? Lower the tree? I think so. I swear, I don't get what's with your typing, the way you type. Yeah, what's up with your everything? Tarjitson was also a cool boss. There we go. Something like that. Now, oh my gosh. Okay. This is, not wanting to work. I'm gonna have to move some things. Oh god. badly. Yuka badly. Instead of Lely. But yeah, who's hyped for ukulele? I'm a bit upset about the whole Geontron thing, but whatever. It looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, the name of their house, Batship Crazy. Isn't that great? And I'm so glad that they're making the game that they wanted to make, that they've sort of been wanting to make. And like, I'm surprised Microsoft isn't like, oh, this is obviously a ripoff of or a reference to Banjo-Kazooie. Oh my gosh, so much noodles with a Z, noodles. Yeah, it looks. When I saw it, I just like mind equals blown to the Googleplex power, if you know what that means. Well, the Microsoft, if it had to do with like fan base, fans would like definitely win. But if it were like court, well, I guess it's not actually Banjo-Kazooie, and it's only just a obviously a reference. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't move this. There we go. There we go. Okay. Best needs to be done. Everything. Why can't I? Everything. Everything seems to be done. There we go. Let me double check. Yeah, it's move. Also, what's with the what? I don't think I want you. What? That's really weird. I'm not even gonna question that. I'm just gonna roll. Blender wouldn't do that. I think it's becoming a little bit overused at this point. But when has that ever stopped any thing? I don't know. I got well. This one did it too. Why is I must have held down shift when I was adjusting it. Boop. You're dead. You died. You go die in a hole. I gotta move up. That should fix. Wait. No, that did not mess it up. Thought that made it connect. There we go. Let's see. Oh, this is a really good song. Have I not liked it? I gotta like it. Ah, that's a great song. It's like jazzy, but it uses the theme. What the heck? What? 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 I just wanted to make a Banjo-Kazooie hack. What? Why are you? What? Why are you there? What? 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 Okay. Bye. Have a good time. That was weird. Stop being in my way. You back with more foods? I'm having some weird problems with these. Yeah, more foods. Spelled more like that. I got a crown. I'm the king. Yeah, we know. Okay, I'm tired of double checking everything. I should just do it. Just load up the level.
I want to keep. Let me open a new. Hello, person. I gotta open up a new one. Why did it? Why did it not? Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I guess you're just gonna overwrite it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, boy. Time to test it out. Oh, this is gonna be the best. Aren't you excited? It's gonna be the time of your life. For some reason, some program that I downloaded has been asking for Internet Explorer. Nobody should be asking for Internet Explorer. Why isn't Sketchup loading? There we go. Also, just like my my custom-made icons, some of them, yeah, there's lots of stuff. Oh, I have a picture of my cat. I can't even open it. You can kind of see it. It's a picture of my cat. It's a really cute cat. But I'm gonna copy these over so that I have them as a backup in case all hell goes loose. I can probably get rid of these too. Control X. Goodbye, person. Goodbye. Control V. Yeah, I might show it later. I just wanna not compile it, but in a sense, compile it all together, sort of. Oh, and there's also faded on this too. You know, that's kind of Banjo-Kazooie. You know, having the little faded leaves. That's very Banjo-Tooie-ish. Let me fix that a little bit. Fix this too. Oh, and I think, yes, there was an error, or a triangulation error here that I didn't fix. Glad I remembered. And press K. That's a good tip. Press K to like be able to click anything, whether there's something in front of it or not. Just be sure, because you can literally click on anything. Her name is Maggie, but we call her Pickle for some reason. Like, I honestly don't even know why. It just sounds cute. Actually, it might not sound that cute now that I say it out loud. Pickle. Okay, yeah, the scale is great. Oh, okay. Oh, let me, I kind of want to see if I can export, if I can change the name of the song. Bread. Oh, yeah, I do. Ooh, this is a good song. Oops. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, export. 3D model. Okay, so I have 3,600 polys, which is, you know, pretty good. Could probably refine it a bit more, but screw that. And 22 textures. Probably more like 20, because I think I have some duplicates in there and some that I don't actually use. Yeah, this is a good song. Okay. Are you guys ready for the moment? Can't. There we go. And I have lots of, these are Doom maps, because I also have made Doom levels. Gotta love Doom. Doom is great. Okay, let me, cannot, there we go. I can't change the, no, I can't change, what? No, I guess you can't change the resolution. I'm just gonna have to not see that for a bit. Okay. Open, God. Nope. I don't want that. And open set a file. I was using treasure trove cove because it has. You want to use levels that have this around the same number of rooms as your level does. So if I have a room that has like a million rooms, a level that has a million rooms, I'm gonna want to use Mad Monster Mansion. Okay. maybe Rusty Bucket Bay too, and Click Clock Woods as well. Because as you can see, there are a million. Grunty's Lair, oh, so many rooms, and what's CS? Cutscene. That's what that is. Okay, so Trader Show Cove. Okay. This is what it looked like a while back. No, none of that. That was a weird scale. But that's all gonna change. Model importer. So I think the scale that I was using was 1.6. Did it change it at all? It's not changing. There we go. There we go. That might be too big. It might not. Let's us find out. Why is that? Oh. Okay. So I put this texture on it, but it's like really, really big. There are like a million of them, so I'm gonna want to scale it up a lot, so that doesn't screw that up. And unfortunately, this background actually. Oh, guess what? These are only solid for testing purposes, but eventually, gonna have them be transparent, and I'm gonna have a double layer of them. I'm gonna have these in the foreground, and I'm gonna have some solid ones in the background. It's gonna be all depthy. Oh, love that idea. I know, isn't it? So cool. So freaking cool. Okay. But unfortunately, because this is a 128 by 128 texture that does not have only 8 colors, it kind of looks weird. As you can see, essentially I'm gonna have to change it to a 4x4 grid of textures. But let's save that for the future, because that's not gonna be fun to do. Nah, I just want to get over to this black texture. Let me make sure. Okay. What level? What? Minji Django, I thought so. What, Funnier 7? What is it now? Okay. Export. Okay. Import. Oh, and I just realized a while back that I also want to do faded for this. So much faded textures. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that seemed, yeah, that fixed. What? Why didn't that fix it? What? I guess I can just do. Huh? I can't even change. That's so weird. Why can't I change it? Wait. Yeah, that makes no sense. I have no idea what you're saying. Well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's a texture. If I look for it. What? There's dead DDS. But I do not want dead DDS. Yeah, blue screen. Will that make it black? Authentic? I thought that'll just make it in. I guess it would make it black. Oops. Well, let's find out. I hope there's not a problem with the polygon, like that problem I was having earlier with the roof. Which, oh, I see what you're, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I thought you meant that you just use the texture and then like the automatic texture for like, oh, this isn't working, is black. But yeah, I get what you mean. Okay, done. And then let me that import. Okay, so yeah, I just want a vertex shade it. Here we go. And then this. Oh wait, is the scale right? The scale is right. No. Click there. Oh, no, it is not. Well, I'm not exactly. Oh, that's. I'm not exactly going off this. Yeah, it's got to be bigger. This seems a bit more. Does that seem about right? Do you guys think? Seems about right to me. Let's move them around so that we can get a better sense. Okay. That looks about right. This is like a banjo for scale thing. Whoops, no. 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 I don't want to do that. I did not mean to change those. Okay. Dude, you gotta chill, man, okay? I have a few things to do. I just gotta make sure that this is the right scale. Because otherwise I might have the wrong opinion and then try and change it and it'll be screwed up. Oh, wow, it looks so good. Like, look at that winding. I love that. This is pretty good too. So, first thing is to apply. Okay. Yeah, okay, I know how to do this. So I'm gonna do the sound last. Or no, I'll do the sound first. So I'm only gonna select sound change. So I'm gonna do leaves, then scroll over. This is a good tip. So choosing that and then apply to texture. Go to that, apply to texture. Go to not those, that I might be using, and then that's it. So now I'm gonna go to wood, or no, let's go to stone. I'm gonna choose that, and that, and that, and that's not gonna be touched. And then wood for, you guessed it,
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And I don't, and that's it. So now if I go to view sound, the grass is grass, of course. I guess I don't need to do the ceiling, but heck, the wood is wood, and then the stone is black. So now it'll do that sound effect when you walk on it.
Funnier, you gotta chill, right? Try to speak normally. Okay, yeah, that's working. It's really easy. Hmm, that's happened to me before too. Let's go to the start of the thing. Oh, which is oddly enough political to mine. Yeah, this also reminds me of being on a specific thing. Oh, whoops! I got some problemos here, but that's no biggie because that's not really necessary to be now right now. But I fixed that, and that seems to be the only error. Luckily, nothing down here. Okay, so I think faded texture time. Whew. Okay, so alpha. Let's try 150. Go to vertex. So let's try it on this first. Oh, everything except sound. Okay. Um, More drastic than that. Oh, okay. That's fine, authentic. I'll be sure to. Well, what do you know when you'll be back? Man, I need to be very drastic with this. Oh, okay. Well, it was really great having you. It's great talking with you. And I'll, well, I don't really have a schedule, so, be on the lookout, whoops, for, the rest of the streams. I might do one tomorrow. I don't know. Every now and then. Probably mostly on weekends, but I might do really short ones on weekdays. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, boy, been really real. Yeah, I'm gonna do multiple streams. This is only my first one. I'm glad that I got so many people watching, because that shows that people like it, and hopefully I'll get more people. Okay, this seems. Well, that's good. I don't know, because part of me thinks that it's gonna be too like transparent. It's gonna look weird, but then part of me thinks that it's not transparent enough. Oh yeah, that'll be great. Thanks. Okay, so that's for that. And I gotta do these. Oh yeah, see. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave that. I'm not gonna change that yet, because I'm probably gonna have to change the level again. So why do all that right now? but I will do the faded on this. Yeah. Okay, so that looks good. There we go. I'm not gonna waste my time with that. And it seems alright, except I need to do the collision with the other places. Adjacent to each vertex. Adjacent. What do you mean? Also, thanks for talking legitimately right now. Adjacent to each vertex. I don't know what you mean. Now, collision type water, call none. I'm gonna do triangle. Oh, and beautiful, beautiful. Call mode none. Collision type no collision and 100. I'm not gonna try the scrolling textures because that didn't help. And it kind of messed it up last time. Like on each polygon, the rise is 1/5 perpendicular to it. Doesn't look at Jason. You mean this? Because this is intended to be angled, and so is the mountain. It's supposed to be a little bit angled to make it terrain-like. But I'm not exactly sure what you mean. So like yeah, well, it would be 90 degrees vertical. So it'd be around 80 or 75. 75. 75. Ah. But yeah, something like that. And now I have to do color. No, I guess I already did it. Yep, looks about right. Okay, well, I think it's about time to put it in the actual level editor. I know you're so excited. Ground. Just because back. Okay. Save as level model. Bin f of h underscore 00. Let me destroy these. Bin f of h underscore 00. Okay. That should be right. And now this is a boring song. Here we go. Matharian. I'm in Algebra 2. I've done geometry. Thanks, Zephyr. So yeah, Algebra 2. And update. Great. Okay. But that's okay. Just gotta... Okay, select. Move. There we go. Actually, let me just erase all. Here we go. Let me just reset. Also, I love the little counter in the corner. Ah. I honestly have no idea why. I'm coughing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try this out. But I will not be giving it to you, guys, because I don't want you to like, I don't know, like, um, well, the thing is, I enjoy math. I like geometry, and I like stuff like that. But it is still hard. Hmm. To yawn, and it is a little bit time consuming. But you gotta do it. My least favorite subject is I don't know, like literature, because I'm not very good at reading. Yeah, geometry is really fun. Like I I really like logic, whether it's informal or formal logic. So doing proofs was always really fun. Informal logic is or formal logic is like things like binary and like if and or and stuff like that. But informal logic is like philosophy kind of stuff. I don't know. But yeah, calculus. No, I want to do calculus. I'm excited for that. It's gonna be hard, but I know I'm gonna enjoy it. In fact, I'm taking like an extracurricular classes that are about conic sections, which it talks about. Oh, really? Yeah, I know it's gonna be hard, but hopefully I'll enjoy it nonetheless. I enjoy the concepts. Oh, I didn't make that door black. Fine, I'll go fix it. Damn it. Open bin. That. And that. There we go. Let me fix her up. And triangle. Okay. Save as level. I'm gonna delete it. Bin. And let me update. Oh, that's a good idea. I can just click the update button. And okay, time to create the things. Gonna create some. Well, I passed though. I mean, it was so unreasonable. Like, why find these? Yeah, yeah, I get you in that. What grade are you in? If you're fine with saying. There's that. Maybe add some music notes. Where's note? Let me duplicate. Let me add some around a level. And there, there, there. Just so it's actually interesting and not boring. Is all heck. Oh, college. Yeah, yeah. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to like assume. But that's cool. I mean, the fact that I don't know, college is hard, but I always like it. I think it's good that someone, even if they like drop out, they try, because even going to college is kind of a lot. It's a lot of emotional and like actual stress. Wait, I guess stress is all emotional unless you're talking about like physics. Like you know what I mean. Add some here. Oh, when you undo, you like remove everything. Meaning you like get rid of your clipboard. Engineering, cool. That's a cool thing to be in. Good for you, man. Just, try hard and everything's everything appears harder than it really is, so just gotta get it done and do it. Here we go. And I need actually let me ah, gosh. Sorry if you guys dislike the coughing. I can't do anything about it. I hope I did the scale right. The scale is a hard part in doing stuff like this. I'm gonna put a empty honeycomb. Well, this one or this one? This one's easy. It's just kind of, this is the first level. Keep that in mind. So in fact, you could think of this as sort of a tutorial on how to do that. Oh, that's a good way to think about it. Because if you're if you're a new player, you don't want someone to games. You want hidden tutorials that secretly teach you things without having to like have dialogue. So this trains you to be able to sort of learn and know when and how to jump. So this is like an expansion on it. So actually, that's a pretty good thing. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good a pretty good idea for a first level. There's a lot in it, but it's still, you know, sort of, silly because it's, fantasy, but like kind of fairy fantasy. The next area of this level is the windmill. Has the windmill over here. This goes to the when I say level, I mean like Mad Monster Mansion or Gobi's Valley. When I say area, I mean like the exterior of Gobi's Valley or inside one of the pyramids. That's what I mean with that terminology. But this would go to that a giant field that has a slight upward slope with a big castle at the end and a little town inside it. Once I finish it, of course, because that's a lot and a couple windmills that you might be able to go inside. Okay, so enemies would be nice. Wood. Goblin Hood. Move over here. Duplicate. Over here. And over here. So it's sort of like if you stray from the path, you're in danger. Kind of thing. So I think that's a decent amount. Leave one here. I also have to create a enemy boundary so that they actually because otherwise they're just gonna drop and walk into the water. So that seems like an alright. Maybe scale it down a little bit. And I think the way it works is that when it's connected to another one, it will continue walking. Let me duplicate it. Is that right? And just in general, I'll just put those there and there. This is the most I've ever done when it comes to actual level making. I don't know, creating objects and entities in this level. The other times I've just put the items. Okay. Seems about right. Let me add one there. And I think I'm done. I know you guys have been waiting for so long. And I do apologize for that, but it must be done. Okay, so everything looks about right. Let me save it. Set a file as that. Save to ROM. Done. Make sure that the general settings are set on Treasure Trove code. Okay. And make sure that you have all moves. Okay. Let me do another save to ROM, just in case. It's time! And, fittingly, I'm going to play the song that I've composed for this. So in fact, I might want to turn off the music, or off the sound of Project 64. So let's see how this works. So I gotta sync the audio. I'm gonna turn it off. Wait, let me put this here so I can see your guys' amazing reactions. And let's do it. And I hope you guys can hear this. That's probably a yes. Look at this guy. And I guess that's it. I guess. Oh wait, no, I missed some notes. But I think. Whoa, that's weird. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching this stream. It's been great having you, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I hope you like the level. What do you think of the level? Do you like it? And do you like the music? Well, do you guys like it? Well, do you like it? Yeah, of course. Eventually I'll add the lighting and stuff, but as it is right now, do you like it? Zephyr? And Funny or 7? I guess that's a yes. So I think I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really happy with it. The path is a good size, and I think I found a good scale for everything. The trees are nice, and they, go well with the ceiling. It's very Banjo-Kazooie. Still gotta add a bit of lighting, stuff like that. And the faded textures. But I kind of actually like it where it's a solid, but I'll want it because it'll look a bit better. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream, and I will stream maybe tomorrow, and if not, maybe sometimes during the weekdays, but probably next weekend also, maybe on Saturday. Cool. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.